Hey guys, Puji here. In this video I want to share with you some ideas and tips for junior designers or design students who are looking to improve their portfolio so that they can maximize their chances of getting hired at their first internship or get their first freelance design project. Now, I understand that when you're first starting out, one of the most daunting parts is actually curating and crafting the perfect portfolio. Now, although perfection is not something that is achievable, there's definitely steps that you can take in order to really stand out compared to a lot of the junior portfolios which I've seen over the years. And even recently, these things are top of mind as I was on the board of hiring new designers. So there's definitely some things which apply more to middleweight and senior designers, but in this video I'm going to focus more on the juniors and the design students out there. And the very first recommendation that I have is to just post work which isn't real, in the sense that it doesn't need to be real client work when you first start out. And this actually is something that I want to share. I'm here on Figma, and this is a dashboard kit which I created after maybe like 2 or 3 years in my design career, as I was looking for opportunities to expand on my UI UX design skills, because all the way upon that time I was essentially hired to do mainly websites designs or brand identities, but it was so hard for me to find work related to UI UX design, so creating web apps and things of that nature. So this is actually a kit which I created, and essentially it helped me to find the first clients that would actually have me focus solely on web apps and enterprise clients. And one in particularly completely changed my life and made me gain so much experience, and that translated into more web apps that are definitely helped in finding more work and really bringing my career on the next level. So this is all to say that when you're first starting out, you don't necessarily need to have the perfect design project which has been approved by a client in a real context, but you can definitely have work which you can do on the side. You can create, for example, a UI kit. You can create logo designs, brand identities, and the core thing is, especially at the beginning, you want to show the potential to the employer or the potential client, because that is really going to be one of the most important things. So this is especially applicable for visual design. When it comes to the UX side of things, it's not going to be as visual as simply having a UI kit. You're going to have to convey your problem solving skills. But these days, one of the things that you can do is to leverage AI, which is a massive advantage. It's something that we didn't have back in the days. I've been doing this for 10 years or so. It's really been a while, and there's things that you can do with ChatGPT. For example, asking ChatGPT to create an in-depth brief with a specific UX problem, and then you can go ahead and literally solve that problem and document the journey and the flow, so that then you can post that into your case study. So even though you weren't hired by a real company to solve that problem, you can still demonstrate your problem solving and critical thinking skills by utilizing AI to give you some sample projects to work on. So that would be another thing that you can definitely consider. And when I first started out, the very first projects I actually did when I was really young, still in high school. And I remember those projects really helped me. I did some work for friends and family. So for example, me and my brother always had an entrepreneurial mindset. So we came up with different startup ideas and companies ideas. So we created the brand identity, the website, business cards, all the entire package. And those were really useful for two reasons. First of all, you can show that in your portfolio. So even if you have an idea for a company or a startup, you can create the entire design brand identity and then you can post it. But the second benefit is that it gives you real hand experience into what it means to have a need to be agile and practical in your designs, not just focus, for example, on the aesthetics or researching things which are nice haves, but practically when you're launching a startup isn't maybe the best allocation of your time. So that is another thing that you can consider. You can help your friends, you can help your family members with some design projects, and I'm sure that your friends, for example, have maybe parents who have a business. So one thing that you can do is you can revamp their websites or revamp their branding and identity, and maybe help them with social media. So these are all things that you can do at the beginning, which are going to potentially also give you some money at the beginning when you're first starting out. Of course, you can't expect much, but it's definitely possible to make some good money right off the bat, especially if you have those sales and marketing skills with you. Otherwise, it's totally fine. You can develop them along the way. But the most important thing is to get the first projects in your design portfolio, no matter what. And especially if you are working with a client that isn't really allowing you to express your creativity and your problem solving and visual design skills at the best. Again, you can create your own projects on the side. You can also give them away as freebies in order to generate traffic to your website and to your portfolio, which is an added bonus. Of course, you can also make it paid. There's really multiple ways that you can tackle this, but again, don't be afraid of creating something on your own. And when I first talked about the fact that I hadn't much opportunities to work on web apps when I first started out, during the first years I actually had several opportunities, but what I meant is that the web apps designs weren't really dribble worthy. They weren't really portfolio worthy in my opinion, because the requirements from a business perspective made those screens not look good. So regardless, even if I was solving a useful UX problem for the business, I didn't really want to have them on my portfolio because I didn't think that those would actually attract the clients that I was looking for, which were the clients that were willing to invest in myself in order to get top-notch quality designs, and of course with top-notch UX. So don't be afraid to take a step back, create something which isn't working in the real world, so that you can eventually get to where you want, because the type of work that you're going to have in your portfolio is going to also dictate the type of clients that you're going to attract. So be mindful of that. And this is pretty much it for this video. Hope it was helpful, and if you want to learn more about UI UX design, I have over 900 videos on my channel, which are all available for free. So feel free to check them out, and I'll see you in the very next video.